Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, I am doing the new song from Twice, I Got You. It actually came out a couple of days ago, I think on Friday or Thursday, I can't remember. I follow their social media, and I get alerts when this stuff kind of happens, but I like to wait a little while before I do my reaction to it because I don't like to just do it immediately because people are still watching the video, so I like to wait a couple of days. Enough of that. I'm going to get into this right now. I'm very excited. I always love some new stuff from Twice. I think Twice is probably my favorite K-pop group. I think they became my favorite K-pop group. I don't know how. I think it's like up there between like them, Dreamcatcher, and like Blackpink. They're all in that kind of three area, and then it can rotate on any given day. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get into this.
A little reckless, I wear the edges. Calling on dumb love, and it's just enough. Keep me guessing, have the story unfolds with you. When I'm walking into the darkness, I know you'll be right there, lighting up the flares. When it's light, I will follow you to the moon. Hey, but we never fall apart, even a million miles apart. We were lightning from the start, and it keeps me going to know that.
Okay, let's get into some of this. Hold on, wait, let me go into this. Because so she says, around the edges. First and foremost, let me say, tonally, this is very different than a lot of things I've heard from Twice. You know, it has a much, I like the kind of rapid pace of the beat and the kind of rapid pace of the singing. Like, as far as pace goes in tone, this is like, this kind of like threw me off a little bit. I wasn't ready for that. And she says, around the edges, call it young, dumb, young love. And it's just enough how the story unfolds with you into the darkness, lighting up the flares. I will follow you to the moon. So essentially what she's saying is that you know this is young dumb love, and I'm feeling that it's basically about that that honeymoon feeling when you're in love with somebody. You know what I mean? When like everything's like exciting and fresh, and like the love is kind of stupid because sometimes love is kind of stupid. When people talk about like head over heels, throwing caution to the wind, it's basically saying like I'm throwing all logic out the window because I'm in love. And when people are in that kind of love, they're willing to go anywhere with someone, follow them anywhere. It may not be perfect, but it's theirs, and they treasure it very much. So it's when they talk about how a little reckless, how the story unfolds into the darkness. So essentially, what it's like, it's very, it's not clean cut. And there were mistakes, and there are probably bumps along the way as they build their relationship together. And when they go into the darkness, essentially, like there are bumps and stumbles along the way. It wasn't smooth sailing, which ties into the ship metaphor. It wasn't smooth sailing along the way for their relationship to get to where it is, and they had to go into the darkness, which means basically going through rough times, lighting up with flares. So essentially, it's like if you've ever been into a dark area, and the flare gives you just enough light to see probably like what's just right in front of you, but not farther than that. So essentially, they're stumbling through their love, and there are mistakes being made along the way. But as they make their way through the darkness, because they're both kind of unsure about where things will go, they light flares metaphorically, or they're able to keep each other in good spirits, or they're together in order to weather through the darkness, because they are like each other's flare, so to speak. And I will follow you to the moon. Essentially, I will follow you near and far. I'll follow you anywhere, pretty much. The moon's representative of that. And it says, no, we'll never fall apart, even miles apart. We were lightning from the start. So essentially, it's like, it's a very much a proclamation of love. Like, I'm never going to, even if we're apart from each other, even if we're not in the same vicinity, we will always still be with each other because we knew from the start there was something magic about what we have. So yeah, let's keep going.
And it keeps me going to know that no matter what, you got me, I got you. And I wouldn't want it any other way. No troubles now, I know deep down that we'll make it through, just like we always do.
Okay, you know what? Secondly, I did not expect this song to be pretty much just like all in English. That was not what I thought would happen, but all right. Anyway, so when they say, no matter what, I got you, no matter what you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No drop of doubt, I know deep down that we'll make it through just like we always do. So essentially, this really like ties it all together, playing back into the first verse where things are bumpy, things are not perfect. This isn't a song about perfect love. This is a song about love that has to weather, that has been through things, love that is battle tested, so to speak. And ultimately, the culmination of the chorus is like, you've got, like, no matter what, we've made it through these things because we have each other. All these things we've been through have brought us closer together. There are things that may have torn others apart, but they held us together because we know that we've got each other. No matter how far apart we are, no matter what's separating us, we always have each other to pull through. And it's like, and we'll make it through like we always do. And that ties back into the first verse that, like, we've made it this far and we'll make it through again because that's what we always do. We always persevere no matter what. Anyway, let's keep going.
Hey, every second, every minute, when you're close to me like it's supposed to be, and no limit to what I would do for you. Oh, you turn my whole world upside down. Catch me before I ever hit the ground, and I do the same for you. No, we never fall apart, even million miles apart. We were lightning from the start, and it keeps me going to know that.
Okay. Wow, so I got Chaeyoung with a guitar. I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I did, and I'm glad I got it. And let me see now what you say. Every second, every minute, ain't no limit to what I would do for you. Catch me before I ever hit the ground. No, we'll never fall apart, even a million miles apart. So basically what you're saying is like, wait, hold on. Every second, every minute, ain't no limit. Essentially, this whole verse is basically saying, there's nothing it really reiterates the point. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. There's no lengths that I wouldn't go for you, but she's willing to go that far because she knows that you would also go that far. This is a mutual understanding in this relationship. This isn't all about one person just giving and the other person receiving. This is them both willing to go the distance because they also know the other would be willing to go the distance. It's like that reckless abandon love that we're like, this is like about like that we're fully committed to each other kind of love, no matter what we're going through. And then this is just kind of the bridge all over again. But I'm happy to see Momo in here. Maybe she's gonna get some more parts. Momo doesn't always get very much to do, and I'm sad for that because Momo was pretty awesome.
Even million miles apart, we were lightning from the start, and it keeps me going to know that. No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No trouble down, I know deep down that we'll make it through, just like we always do.
Okay, before we get into probably what's like the last verse of the song, I really want to emphasize how cool the whole boat ship like imagery metaphor is for this because especially like when you're sailing on a boat and you're sailing through stormy or rough seas, you really have to rely on your crew and the people with you and trust in them as much as they trust in you to all do your jobs to make it through this rough situation because it can be turbulent, it can be dangerous, it'll be rough. But if you trust in each other and you work through it, then you can work through to see the next morning and the next day. There's no certainty, but all you can do is rely on each other. So I think that's very accurate to the point of the song. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, that was Twice I Got You, and I gotta say, man, like, you know what? I was feeling that. I was, like, for a minute there, I almost didn't want to talk about it. Like, I just kind of wanted to listen to the song. But still, though, you know what? I feel like, look at it, you get all their names at the end. I see, like, Twice is coming back strong, and they're coming back with something that's, I'd say a little bit different. Also a little bit more, maybe mature, I would say. But I think it really shows the growth of them as a group up to this point, and it really they are like, you know, they're really like a unit. They work very well together, and I like that. So it's a good song though. I like it. I like the idea that it's about, like, you know, fully committing to somebody and you having their back as much as they have your back. And you can take that even in the romantic sense or even in the platonic sense, like whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend or a best friend or a family member even. But you can take it in many ways. But the whole point is that I got you because you've got me, and we're going to make it through anything because we've got each other to make it through. Which I think is like a through line to a lot of their songs, which is that there's always this tone of togetherness and working together and being together and not having to be alone when you deal with things. Anyway, that's my video for today. Let me know what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. And until next time, I'll talk to you later, alright? Thank you.